Assalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. Welcome all to our series From Fitnah to Fitrah, Islamic Parenting in the AI World. This is Sayyida Al Salaam with you, your certified Australian Muslimah counselor. And today we are going to be speaking about disconnect to reconnect. Before we start our session, I want to start with a small dua. Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafiyan wa rizqan tayyiban wa amalan mutaqabbalan. Bismillah. I hope you all are ready for this session. So today we're going to talk about disconnect to reconnect. I want to ask you, how many of you feel disconnected with your family members, with your friends, with the people that you used to love once upon a time? Do you feel disconnected? And when you feel disconnected, do you immediately try to find some sort of a gratification in with the technology? You're like, all right, I feel sad, I feel upset. Let me just go on my device and probably browse through social media, look through some videos, read something. You want to disconnect from your family members, your problems, and then you want to connect onto your device. How do we disconnect from our device and reconnect with the human connections that we have, the ones which which helps with our children with their emotional and social development? And how do we create this balance? How do we disconnect from screens? We can reconnect with our family, foster meaningful conversations, and encourage activities that enhance our well-being. So let's start. Bismillah. I want you to learn this and then probably teach your kids also how to do that. I'm going to start off with an activity. I want you to think of the most memorable moment you had, probably one from your childhood, probably a recent one, where you were disconnected from the screens and probably did something. For me, it would be like, we have this whole Lego box. So we just put the Lego on our dining table and all of us sit down and we create something, all of us. It looks like Lego therapy is what we would call it, but it's good. We were disconnected, all of us were disconnected, and we just sat down and we were just creating and we were laughing at each other's stuff that we were making. It was a good moment. Probably you can think of, if I think about my childhood, it would be building sandcastles or climbing trees. I was quite the tomboy, and a lot of other stuff. I'll be happy to read yours in the comments. Moving on to our next question. How do you feel about your screen time? Do you think it's balanced? Do you think it's overwhelming? Or do you think it's under control? You can go ahead, take a reflective moment, think about, no, I think it's balanced. You think, no, I'm feeling so overwhelmed. I think I'm overusing it. Or you can think, no, it's under control. I think it's fine. Once you have answered that, I want you to understand something. I want you to understand the challenge of addiction that we are going through right now. As parents, we are addicted to our screens. So basically, one of the things that I have seen, that I have noticed, that we are not making eye contact with our children. Like, the kid comes and says, your kid comes and says, Mom, I want this, I want that, or could you help me with this, or could you help me with that? If I move around malls and look at people, I observe people. I love, as my field is the study of behavior, I love to observe people. So I see that, they don't make eye contact. They're like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, okay. They are still very busy in their phones. You see, it's very important that when the child needs to have that eye contact with you. You need to put your phone down, listen to the question, make that eye contact, and then speak. As they're going to grow older, you're going to face this exact same problem with them. Many of the teenagers, yeah, the mom comes in, says, did you pray your salah? Did you do this? You know what? I was thinking, let's do that. They're in their devices. Yeah, mom. Okay, mom. Sure, mom. Like, I'm talking to you. Can you make an eye contact? Or it has become a norm that it's okay not to make eye contact when we are talking with your relationships. That's where we are getting disconnected. Is that something that we thought about? One of the other things that I have seen, that you have taken on this responsibility. I was talking about to my husband also the other day when we were watching all this the live Hajj videos that we're streaming from Saudi Arabia, and we were looking at. I was looking at many people, and I was observing. I was like, "Oh my God, they have taken on such big responsibility of taking a video or live streaming to the viewers or taking pictures." Why do you have this? Do you feel this responsibility to do that? Why can't you just be there and experience it? Take on the whole experience. And there are people who have this response. They're paid for this. They are live streaming it, and we all are watching it. So what we are watching, I'm sure his family members or his viewers can also watch it. Do you really feel the need to actually do that? Yeah, I do understand there are certain people who do that, and it is helpful, where you get to know about like how Hajj is and what the experience is. You get information. Informative knowledge is what I wanted to say, where you find out, okay, these are the changes in the Hajj, and if you plan to go next year, this is what's going to happen. But most of them knows. No, I don't think so. Most of them are doing this for the viewers, and with the every like, with the every comment, they enjoy that. They feel happiness, and so on. Like even last year when I went, not last year, last Ramadan when I went for Umrah, I could see many people. They are so busy with it. It's live streaming. It's literally like live streaming, and they're showing themselves off. Some of the sisters are literally dressed with the best abaya, with the best makeup, and they have this mobile in their hand, and they're live streaming themselves. Why do you have this responsibility to show every aspect of your life? All right, let's go back to parenting. I think I went down a different lane, and that's a topic for another time. About responsibility, like say your child is having a sports event. Okay, you're having and you are taking videos, you're taking pictures. How about you put that phone down? Why do you feel that responsibility to do that? Who are you going to send it to out to? Probably your family, your friends. Who else? And they're going to probably like it, comment, make one comment, and then what are you going to do? Instead, if you really want to do that, take one picture with you and the child, and that's just about it. I think the family would get the gist of it. They don't need to actually see your child run and do all of that. That's fine. That's for you. Make eye contact with your child from where you're sitting on the audience bench. Make eye contact with them. Say, you got this. I'm here for you, and stuff like that. And then share him on. One of there's this incident which I heard about, where one of the teachers said that a mother was arguing with the teacher, saying that even can my child take a picture with the trophy. So the teacher was, no, his team did not win, so we cannot give the trophy to him. It's for the team that has won. She said, no, it doesn't matter. Could you just give him for a minute? He's just going to hold it. We're going to take a picture. We're going to post it online on the social media or the family groups. God knows where she wanted to post it, but she kept on arguing with the teacher. She said, no, even if it did not win, it's fine. Let him have the trophy for a minute so that I can take a picture. I mean, I could understand the frustration in the parent, the responsibility that she felt, that I have to take. Today was my child's sports day. I have to post this. I have to record this event for the social media, for my viewers, for my family. But what about your child? The teacher was right. I would side with the teacher. If he did not win, he did not win. You don't need to actually take a picture and post it, because this actually um, you know, is fake, is what I would call it. Do you really want to build this character in your child, where you're saying, even if it's wrong, it's fine as long as you fake it? That's fine, because this is accepted on social media. But is this an accepted character for your child? It's something to think about. The other places, where we feel like, we are like, you might say, oh, I'm so tired, I just want to rest, so I might just go on social media. Swipe, swipe, swipe. You go on for half an hour, 1 hour. Your child is your children, your husband, God knows your home. Everything gets neglected because you said thought, oh, I want to do escapism for now. I want to go onto social media. See, I'm not against social media. I'm not against any of this. I say that if you really want to rest, if you really want to escape, why don't you have a book if you really like, or probably listen to something, probably do something which will actually make you feel relaxed. I know, back in the day, many people used to like knitting. I used to like knitting, or drawing, painting. This is art therapy, something that relaxes you, calm you. Go for a walk, go for a nice walk in the fresh air, take a shower, do something, do anything where you feel connected with yourself, where you're able to relax yourself. When you once you finish your escapism, where you are swipe, 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 you feel more tired, you feel more exhausted, you feel disconnected. And when your child comes, after your half an hour or 1 hour, and they come and they ask you something, you're like more irritated. I do understand that, the ease of getting lost in the endless social media scrolling can lead to reduced quality time with children and loved one. This addiction, it is an addiction, if you understand. This addiction often distracts parents from being present in the moment, impacting the ability to engage in meaningful interactions. Like, you might just say, oh my God, there's a sale going on or something like that, and you want to go through that sale. All of your child comes and says something, oh, mama, see what I mean? Okay, okay, nice, nice. All right, wow. Just move on. I can't, at this minute, I cannot be available for you because I'm looking through that sale online. As they become more immersed in their devices, they may miss important milestones and moments in their children's lives, leading to feeling of disconnect and emotional distance. There has been like many videos that has been made to show, if you go online, you would see a father who is like, on his mobile where the child plays alone, and then there's a father who plays with him. That's a different one. Many people are speaking about this, but are we sitting and taking notice? That's a different thing that we need to reflect on. How does shaitan come into this whole scenario? Like, what does shaitan have to do with our screen time or our addiction, is what I would call. Yes, it is an addiction if we recognize it for what it is. Well, one of the major things is notification and alerts. Um, this is something that notifications are designed to draw users back to the devices, creating a sense of urgency and prompting immediate engagement. For example, I'm sitting with my husband, I'm having this very beautiful conversation with him, and he's talking about his work and the people at his work and stuff like that. All of a sudden, I get a notification ting from maybe WhatsApp. I'm like, I pick up my phone because it goes ting, and I want to see who it is, and then it says "mom" something written and so on. And my husband like, put the phone down. I want to continue with my conversation. Like, no, 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 it's my mom. Let me just have a look. Maybe it's something important, and so on. And immediately, what happened? I disconnected from us because I'm not making eye contact anymore. I'm looking at my mobile, and then we lost the flow of the conversation. The only reason is because I felt that need of urgency. I felt that, oh my God, I have to see what's going on. Why did my mom message me? It might be like, hi, love, what did you make for dinner today? I made this. I miss you. Yeah, I miss you too, mom. And no, it wasn't urgent. Yeah, probably you can go back to it and you can look at all your messages and reply to everybody that you need to reply. One of the things that I did is I switched off notification everywhere. WhatsApp, email, um, any or every kind of social media, YouTube, and God knows what. There are like certain shopping apps also that I use. It used to come like, even in 2 a.m. in the morning, like 2 to 6 a.m. in the morning. That's the only time you get like 50% off with free delivery. So, like, you feel this urgency. Oh my God, I really need to make that purchase because it's 50% off and it's free delivery. And I need some clothes for my kids. No, I'm not bothered anymore. So, this has been impacting me. I don't know if you feel the impact on yourself, but the constant interruptions can fragment our focus, and encourage compulsive checking. You're like continuously checking. Once I switched off the notification, oh my God, my mobile went crazy. It kept on asking me every time I would switch on WhatsApp, like, your notification is switched off. Are you okay? Do you want me to switch it on? Like, no, thanks, I'm good. YouTube, um, Instagram, and because all of this I use for my business. So, and what else? What's a business? Everywhere, everything. Even the pharmacy app. I use a pharmacy app, and that even that pharmacy app would ask me, "Your notifications are off. Do you want me to switch it on? You don't want to miss any alerts or good deals." I'm like, "No, I'm good." What do I do? Uh, Once I've switched it off, in the first week itself, I notice I'm more calm. I don't feel that urgency because there are no notification, there are no ding ding uh, alerts that keeps, like, whatever your sound is. Mine is a ding. Um, Whatever alert that you get, you don't feel that urgency. You're not addicted to your phone anymore. You Once I'm done with my work and once I'm done with everything, I sit down very calmly. I'll look at my mobile. I'll check everything that I need to check. There'll be messages from my clients. There will be messages from my family. There'll be messages. I sit down. I'm in a relaxed mode. I'm done with everything. I sit down, and in that calm manner, I'm able to reply to everybody. If it is something urgent, one of my in my other workshop, one of my audience asked me, like, what if there is something urgent? How do the people would contact you? I said that, whenever there is something urgent, they would call you. They will call you. From my experience, I can say they will call you. Like, my husband messaged me about something, and I did not reply. He called me and he said, I saw that you didn't reply, so I called. I wanted to ask you this. Now, if somebody is not in our local area and they're far away, they would still call you. I say my sister, she lives in another country, and she messaged me, but I did not reply to her, and she wanted an answer from me, so she calls me on WhatsApp calling or bottom calling or any other calling, and it's like, hi, I messaged you. I needed an answer for this and stuff like that. But otherwise, I would say 80 or 90% of the time, I would say 90. May Allah keep us all safe. 90% of the time, it is not urgent. And 90% of the time, these notification and alerts keep us engaged with our mobile every little while with the notification and alerts. If I would say, if you want to look after your well-being, if you want to look after the well-being of your children, ask them to switch off the notification and the alerts. It's very important. Endless scrolling and autoplay features. Many platforms use endless scrolling autoplay to keep users engaged indefinitely. This design eliminates natural stopping points, making it easy to lose track of time and continue consuming content without conscious thought. Like I said, on most of the social media, it's like swipe, swipe, swipe. You don't even realize before you have watched like 100 or 200 short videos, or you are like watching series after series on YouTube, Netflix, God knows what. But if you go onto the settings again, if you go on settings, they have these well-being settings where they ask you, like, after 15 minutes, switch off. Like, on Instagram, there is a setting where, after 15 minutes, I get a notification. Like, it has been 15 minutes, it shut down my whole screen. It's like, like, it's been 15 minutes, you can't watch it more than that. It's the same with YouTube. Immediately I get a notification. Now you have been watching for some time, take a break. So they have inbuilt features themselves. They realize the importance of this. But are we actually using these features? No, we are not. Most of us are not. Some of us are. If you have the knowledge, I would encourage you to use these features for whatever apps that you're using. Emotional engagement through sensational content that triggers strong emotions, whether outrage, joy, or surprise. Like, the kind of content that we usually see nowadays. You won't believe this. Watch till the end. I'm surprised. I'm shocked. I never knew this is going to happen to me. I almost died. stuff like that, those kind of captions that you see, and that kind of thing creates a surprise or a joy or some sort of mystery into it, and you want to watch the whole thing. You want to watch that video, you want to watch that short clips or whatever that is, and then once you watch it, you realize, oh, it was nothing. But it does create, they try to create a strong emotional response from you to keep you engaged and keep you in that loop of swipe. So sensational headlines and provocative images are used to captivate attention, often leading users to share or react impulsively. Escapism. I'm going to use this word a lot during my sessions. Escapism is a tendency to seek distraction and relief from unpleasant realities, often through imaginative or recreational activities. So, escapism, many of the children that I deal with during my counseling cases, whenever I ask them, whenever you feel upset, you feel sad, or whatever has happened to you, what do you do? She, they say, they say that, oh, we go on to social media and then we just lie down and we watch social media. I said, that how does that help? Does your problem go away? They said, no. Does it make you feel better? Yeah, kind of, sort of. No. One, you are escaping from your problem. You don't want to deal with your problem. I asked them, like, okay, once you're done with your scrolling or whatever it is, does your problem go away? They are like, no, it stays where it is. Like, then how did you solve your problem? Then I explained to them, it's called escapism. You're just escaping your problem just for a little while. You're escaping reality just for a little while, and you want to do that. You know what I would encourage them to do instead? I said, why don't you do something that makes you feel energized, and then you go back, you feel more energized, and then you want to go back to your problem and you want to deal with your problem, not just escape it. Escape the reality, escape the problem. Maybe go for a walk, take a shower, journal, draw, paint, do something, like, go out cycling, bake something, do something that will make you feel relaxed, whatever you like. I like reading books, I like painting, I like drawing, or I like eating something, cooking something and then eating that. All of this helps me feel calm. And then once I'm calm, I even like journaling. I write down my problem and then leave it at that, and then I come back to it, and then I like to reassess. All right, this is the problem, these are the negative thoughts that I was getting at that time when I was feeling overwhelmed, and then what can I do about it? And that's what I tell my clients. This is called CBT therapy. It's like cognitive behavior therapy. Not getting into that, but I'm just trying to explain to you that escapism is not the solution for all of this. I want to speak about one of my clients over here. She used to live in Western country. I'm not going to name the country, but she's from a Western country, a Muslim family. She was alone. She used to be like, she used to live alone with her three kids, no help and stuff like that. She used to have a very busy life with her kids, sending them off to school, then taking care of the house and everything. Once the husband is back home, serve them dinner, go out with them, stuff like that. Slowly, she started using the device a lot more than required. And, she came to me with feelings of regret, feelings of guiltiness, feelings of being disconnected with her family. She said, me and my husband are getting into way too many fights. I feel that I don't want to be part of the family anymore. And I just feel very suffocated, she said. When we started speaking, I found out that she's using her device like for 7 or 8 hours a day, or sometimes even more. And what does she do? She watches social media, plays video games, and she watches videos, movies, and stuff like that. And when I ask her, like, that 7 to 8 hours is a very long time, and it's just entertainment. That you're not doing anything else, you're just doing entertainment. She says, yeah, because I'm tired, I just want to lie down. So you have, a laundry basket in front of you, and then you look at that basket and like, no, oh no, I'm tired, I'm just going to deal with that later. And then you are on your mobile. She didn't even realize that your 3 4 hours have gone. It's time to pick up your kid from school, and The laundry basket is still sitting over there. Her cooking, her kitchen, everything was just sitting over there, and she has achieved nothing during the day. And then these constant fights started with her husband, and every time she would just lie down, and her daughter would come and she's like, "Mom, you know what happened at school today?" Or "Mom, can you help me with your homework?" She's like, "Just can you go away? I just, I'm just lying down for a minute now. I don't have any peace in this house." She started getting this feeling towards her kids also. I asked her one, switch off the notification and alerts, and then I said, try to limit it, your social media use. If you are watching it, why don't you watch it for something productive and not just entertainment? Can you please shift from major entertainment to, can you also, when you're feeling tired, do something that relaxes you, makes you feel better? How about you go out for a walk, buy something that you like, maybe an ice cream. She said she likes ice cream. Go out for a walk, buy ice cream, sit in the park, watch watch the nature while you eat that. Read a nice book, because a book is something that you can always put down. Have a chat with some of your some of the people out there in the park. And she said she tried that. She has been doing a few things that has been helping. She would take a shower, she would go out in the park, she would take a walk. She said, Today I met this lovely lady at the park and we sat down, we spoke, and so on. And said that she feels energized. She doesn't feel down. She has been able to get back to her family, her husband, and her chores and everything without the escapism of using a device, social media, or technology. One of the things that we also did was the activity of mindfulness. I said, whenever you feel like you're using a lot of device, I need you to sit down and then just stop. Whatever you're watching, whatever you're doing, stop and tell me the three things that you see. Then she would say three colors, any three colors that you see: black, blue, green. And then how about some noises that you hear? And then she would say, I hear the noise of the plane. I hear the noise of children laughing or something. What can you touch? What can you sense? Like, I can sense this, I can touch the couch, and stuff like that. So whenever you feel disconnected from your reality, from the place where you are, I would like you to pull on your earlobe first, just pull it down just a bit, and then open your eyes. Or first you close your eyes, pull on your earlobe, massage your earlobe, and then, because it activates your brain, and then open your eyes and tell me the three colors that you see. Tell yourself actually, and what do you hear? What can you touch? And once you do that, you feel centered. You feel like you're there right now. Um, this would help you, because it did help my client. Hopefully, inshallah. Moving on to what Quran says about our use of devices and technology. In Surah Isra, it says, "And do not make your hands as chained to your neck or extend it completely, thereby being blamed or insolvent." So it should not. Islam is the way of life. I would say Islam is not just like you pray, you read Quran, you fast during Ramadan. That's just about it. I'm a Muslim. No, it's the way of life. Right from the time you wake up in the morning to the time that you sleep, the conscious Islamic life that you live, that is Islam. So in this verse, Allah emphasizes the importance of maintaining a balance in life. Don't overuse your technology. Don't just, oh, I don't use technology at all. I don't use devices at all. No, even now, today, me sitting over here giving you this session is because of technology. But how do we use technology? That's very important. Striking a balance is essential to lead a fulfilling and harmonious existence. It is crucial to avoid extremes. Being overly restrictive can lead to frustration and resentment. Don't restrict your children like, oh, no more device, I'm going to throw your device out of the window. Don't do that with your kids. At the same time, with you also. While excessive indulgence can result in negative consequences, Islam teaches us to find the middle path, promoting moderation in all aspects of life, including our use of technology, our interactions with others, our personal habits. By adhering to this principle, we can foster a healthy lifestyle and strengthen our relationship. I want to move on to 2080 rule. And how do you find this balance? Surah Isra says this to find a balance. But how do you find this balance? I want you to establish this 80 and 20 rule, which helps my kids also, which helps me also. You need to aim and teach your kids also. Aim to allocate 80% of your time to productive activities such as work, learning, and meaningful interaction. Maybe you're learning how to cook, to bake, DIY projects, how to draw, and stuff like that. We're reserving 20% of your time for entertainment. It's okay. Entertainment is fine as long as it's only 20%, not your whole 100%. This balance encourages personal growth and fulfillment while allowing for relaxation and leisure. When you speak to your kids and yourself also, the 20% rule should follow these five finger rule. That is, no nudity, no bad language, no physical intimacy in child friendly language. Like, you shouldn't watch people touch each other and stuff like that because it's inappropriate. And no music and no dance. This is what I tell my kids. I pulled my fingers out and said, this is the five rules. When you watch your entertainment, you should not be watching this. I even, more tell my kids because they are small. I said, no real people watch cartoons, so they're not allowed to watch like real people unless it's me. I'm sitting with them. I prefer to watch some like 90s movies because that was a good time, and they used to have some good children movies, like The Mummy Market. My kids really enjoy that movie. I don't know if you, for like, you can sit down, if you like to sit down with your kids and watch a movie, I would say go back to the 90s. They had some lovely movies back then, 90s and 80s, and it's good movies over there. So one of them, our favorite, is Mummy Market. And speak to them and tell them that when you are watching your 20% of your time, don't watch nudity, don't watch any, there should not be any bad language, there should not be any physical intimacy, there should not be any music or any sort of dance, and so on. It should be healthy. Now 80% of the time, if they are using the technology, ask them to build new skills or hobbies, like increase their love for nasheeds. There are some beautiful nasheeds out there, but be aware of nasheeds with a lot of music, or breaking down of words. Like, I've seen like words like Alhamdulillah, Bismillah being broken down to rap kind of nasheeds. I don't allow those. I don't know what other people's take is on that, but personally I don't like those because these are such beautiful words like Alhamdulillah, Bismillah, Assalamu Alaikum, but they have been broken down to make them sound very rappy, and a lot of music, heavy music, which gives me a headache. Personally, I hate music, and it gives me a headache. Nasheeds are fine because they don't have music. Any kind of music gives me a headache. um, we were in Australia. There's this place, Activate. I can't remember. It's an arcade kind of a place. So we decided to take our kids over there, and I remember very well. I just went there for a little while. I wanted to just keep an eye on them while they were playing. I developed this huge, humongous headache. I could not just after that. I couldn't function at all because this headache, this the music was like tum tum tum, and I could not function after that. I remember feeling so drowsy, so weak, and my head was just like, how my kids say, my brain is not braining. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to take two Panadols, and then once I reached home, I had to take another two. After like 4 or 6 hours, I went off to sleep because personally I cannot tolerate music at all. So nasheed is good, gardening is good, coding is good, reading is good, whatever it is. Any kind of new skills, baking, anything that they can learn, where they're interested in. I want you. I have this. I built this questionnaire. Probably you can take that questionnaire. I'll put it down in the description. Take that questionnaire with your kids, and you would understand where their interest lies, and there you can help them use the technology to build on those interests and skills. Explore and expand Islamic knowledge and history. Deepen your knowledge of Islamic teachings through books and lectures. Last Ramadan, we were watching Umar Suleiman's the other side as a family. We would sit as a family, we would watch it. We loved the series. It was so nice. It created a family memory, a family tradition. As soon as it was like 5 o'clock, everybody would actually come down, would sit on the couches. And once it was done, I would ask them, what have you learned? And what two things stood out to you? And we would have this as a family discussion. It became a family tradition for us. And kids love family tradition. Kids love to be part of family or something. Engaging in creative pursuits like try crafting, cooking, drawing to express yourselves and reveal stress. Um, I remember my both my daughters were like they were like young, and they were like arguing about the little things. And immediately I took them, switched on the TV, gave them two books, hence color pencils and pencils, and I put this draw with I can't remember Rob, I think so. Draw with Rob. He's very famous one. So it goes step by step. You they drew this donut with these funny eyes and everything, or a watermelon. I can't remember. But they were so engaged. They kept on watching the drawing, and they kept on doing that. They forgot all about the fights and arguments, and they were actually comparing what she drew, what they drew, and how it looks, and they were so engaged also. Yeah, you can use technology for building these things. Take online courses. I am forever taking online courses, forever. I love learning. So I encourage people to learn. Last Ramadan, when we went to for Umrah, me and my husband, who he was invited by his friend's family for iftar. So I met these girls over there, and they were in Saudi Arabia for their vacation. And I asked them, "What do you do the whole day?" Like, no, nothing. We just sit around, do nothing. I asked the girl, I was like, "What are you interested in?" She's like, "I love design," because I saw some drawings. I saw some papers and saw some color pencils, a lot of color pencils actually. So I asked her, "Do you like drawing?" She said, "Yeah." Her eyes lit up. She's like, "Yeah." It's like, "I noticed that there are some color pencils." She's like, "I have more," and she wanted to show me more. And it's like, what do you like to draw? She's like, "I like to design clothes." It's like, wow. I said, "I'm looking for a designer." I said, "I'm actually looking for a designer who can design me some modest clothes for any probably upcoming wedding." And her eyes lit up the way she spoke to me. And then both of us browsed, and we found a free courses, fashion designing courses, how to draw and stuff like that. And it came with certificates also. So I encouraged her mom. I said, allow her to do that. I said, we need Muslimah designers now who can design us some beautiful clothes which are modest too. I said, so yeah, you just need to find out. It's just a matter of finding out what your child's interest is. In Surah Furqan, and those who, when they spend, are neither extravagant nor stingy, but hold a medium between the two. Parents will play a crucial role in modeling balanced screen time for their children. By demonstrating healthy habits, they can instill the importance of moderation and mindfulness in technology use. You need to lead by examples. Parents should be conscious of managing their screen time, showing children the value of engaging in other activities too. So when you are engaging in other activities, like before I sleep, you have this reading time. All right, everybody grab your book, come and lie down and read. So while I'm reading, everybody's reading their own books too. And then we have a good night and we go off to sleep. So you need to build these habits in your kids. If you're going to watch mobile till you drop to sleep, your kids are going to do the same. And I have a rule in my house: 2 hours before you sleep, you cannot watch screen, because the brain is still active and it will not allow you to sleep. So the best thing is 2 hours before you sleep, no screens, any kind of screens, no TVs, no laptops. Oh, I'm doing my homework. No, you don't need to. It's fine. You can wake up in the morning and you can do that. But right now, you need to get off your screen. No mobiles, no nothing. Emphasize educational pursuits and self improvement over excessive entertainment can inspire children to adopt similar values. Technology is used, most of it, a chunk of it is used for entertainment purpose only. You need to break that, and you need to realize that 20% only should be entertainment. The rest should be something productive, and you need to encourage that. Um, This is something that I wanted to play. If it plays, it says monkey see, monkey do, and the question also. There's this beautiful app. There's this beautiful ad by Napcan. It's not playing right now, but I want you to go and see this. It says "Children see, children do." It's a beautiful ad. It shows how children, even if you say, like for example, you tell a child, "Don't smoke, don't smoke, don't smoke," and you're telling the child that. But if you're going to smoke in front of him, what is it going to do? Listen to what you're saying, do what you say, or do what you do. Naturally, they're going to do what you do, not do what you say. They are even going to question. Like, if you're going to say, "Don't smoke," why are you smoking? He might come back and say, "When Baba smokes, you don't say nothing. Why are you telling me not to smoke?" They question also. Nowadays, they're not like, they won't question you. Yes, the children nowadays, this generation does question you. So be mindful about what you say versus what you do. I want to end this session with the dua. Bismillah. O Allah, we come before you with humble hearts, seeking your guidance in our daily lives. Help us find balance in our use of screens so that we may dedicate 80% of our time to productive activities that enrich our minds and soul. Grant us the wisdom to choose meaningful pursuits and strength to resist distractions that pull us away from our responsibilities and loved ones. Allow us to enjoy 20% of our time in healthy entertainment that uplifts us while nurturing our relationships and personal growth. O most merciful, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, guide us in our parenting so we may lead by example, teaching our children the value of moderation and mindfulness. Fill our homes with love, understanding, and the desire for knowledge. Ameen. Subhanallah, Ya Rabbil Alameen. If you have any questions for me, there is a form that I'm going to put up in the description. You can use that. You can email me at help@khalaqalnafsi.com. You can go onto my website to read the blogs or fill out a contact form. If you want to book a therapy session with me, I'm more than happy to help you out with that. I do all kinds of therapy, but you can go onto my website to see www.khalaqalnafsi.com. Our next session is going to be about hidden in plain sight, protecting our young ummah from pornography and exposure. I want you to make a special dua for our organizers and the speaker, myself. Jazakallahu khair. Assalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. See you all in our next session. Assalamu Alaikum.